Once upon a time, in a small village nestled by the great, endless ocean, lived a fisherman. He wasn't just any fisherman, though. While others cast their nets for fish, he sailed each night, chasing a different kind of catch, the stars reflected in the sea. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, he would light the single lantern on his small wooden boat. The lantern's warm, golden glow would dance upon the silver waves, a lone beacon in the vast, dark expanse. A gentle breeze would accompany him, whispering secrets of the ocean as he navigated through the shimmering, liquid night. He wasn't searching for the biggest fish or the rarest pearls. His quest was celestial, his net cast for the twinkling lights that mirrored the heavens above. The rhythmic lapping of the waves against his hull was the soundtrack to his nightly voyage. A peaceful, yet determined pursuit of unattainable beauty. He felt a profound connection to these scattered diamonds on the water, believing they held a magic that the day could never offer. He held a deep, unshakable belief in his heart. It was a conviction that burned brighter than his lantern. He believed that among the countless reflections, one special star, a single point of brilliant light captured from the sea's surface, could bring him endless fortune. This wasn't about gold or jewels. It was about a different kind of wealth of spirit, of purpose, of understanding the universe's grand design. His eyes, weathered by the sun and salt, would reflect the bright constellations, a universe of hope swirling within them. He'd study the patterns, the way they shifted with the currents, the way they seemed to pulsate with a life of their own. He imagined plucking one from the water, holding its cool, radiant light in his palm, and feeling its cosmic energy flow through him. This single star, he was sure, held the key to unlocking all the mysteries he pondered during his long, solitary nights. It was a beautiful, almost naive dream, but it was his, and it fueled his spirit against the vast loneliness of the sea. But the sea is a fickle master. It does not always reward hope with kindness. One season, the gentle breezes turned to howling gales. Storms came, fierce and unforgiving, and the sea began to take much more than it ever gave. The once tranquil surface became a chaotic battlefield of dark, towering waves crashing against his small, vulnerable boat. The sky, once a canvas for his beloved stars, turned into a menacing ceiling of black, churning clouds, lit only by flashes of angry lightning. His nets, once symbols of his livelihood, were overturned and torn, swallowed by the raging waters. The reflections he chased were gone, replaced by a violent, churning darkness. His lantern flickered and fought, but it was no match for the tempest's fury. The dream of fortune felt distant, a foolish fantasy against the raw, untamable power of nature. He was humbled, realizing that his chase had made him blind to the ocean's true character, a force that commands respect, not plunder. One evening, while mending his tattered nets on the shore, feeling the weight of his losses, an old man on the pier spoke to him. The old man, with a face like a weathered map of the coastline, had seen countless seasons come and go. He sat under the gentle drizzle of a passing shower, his eyes calm and deep as the ocean on a windless day. He didn't shout over the sound of the waves, but whispered, his voice carried by the salty air. The sea gives only to those who give it peace. The fisherman paused, the simple words striking a chord deep within him. He had been fighting the sea, trying to conquer it, to take something from it. He had approached it with desire, with a grasping hand. The old man's words were a revelation. Peace, not a chase, not a struggle, but a quiet offering. He looked from the old man's serene face to the restless gray water and understood. He had been so focused on taking that he had never thought about what he could give in return. From that day forward, everything changed. The fisherman began sailing differently. He still went out each night, his lantern still casting its familiar glow, but his pace was slower, more deliberate. He was watching instead of chasing. He let the currents guide him, feeling the rhythm of the ocean, not as an obstacle, but as a partner in a slow, graceful dance. His lantern, once a beacon for his ambitious quest, now hung steady in the wind, a quiet companion in the vast darkness. He stopped looking for that one special star and started seeing the beauty in all of them, in the entire shimmering tapestry spread across the water. He listened to the sound of the water against his boat, the call of distant seabirds, the whisper of the wind. He found a new kind of richness, not in what he could take from the sea, but in simply being with it, a part of its immense, breathing presence. He was no longer a hunter, but a guest in its magnificent home. In this newfound stillness, he discovered a profound truth. He learned that balance brings more light than desire. His frantic chase for a single, magical star had filled his nights with anxiety, and ultimately led to loss. But by surrendering to the natural flow, by finding harmony with the sea, the light returned, more brilliant than ever. On calm nights, the water became a perfect mirror. The calm reflection of the stars returned, covering the sea in a breathtaking blanket of light, a spectacle far grander than the single star he had once so desperately craved. He realized the fortune he sought wasn't a thing to be captured, but a state of being to be achieved. It was the peace that came from acceptance, the joy found in observation, and the wealth of being in balance with the world around him. His heart, once restless with desire, was now full of a quiet, radiant light that mirrored the stars above and below. This story teaches us a lesson, not just about the sea, but about learning and life itself. The sea rewards those who listen. When we approach learning a new language, like English, it can feel like chasing distant stars. We can get caught up in desire, wanting to be fluent immediately, chasing perfection and getting frustrated by storms of confusion and difficulty. But if we slow down, if we give it peace and approach it with patience, we begin to find balance. We listen. We absorb. The true reward isn't in capturing one perfect phrase, but in the growing light of understanding, the calm confidence that comes from patient practice. The beauty of the language reveals itself when we stop struggling against it and start flowing with it. Learn English with stories. Let the narrative guide you. Let the words wash over you. And you will find that the language gives its treasures to those who listen with an open heart. The journey to fluency is not a race, but a peaceful voyage of discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey tonight. We hope this story brought a little light and peace to your day. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more stories to help you learn and grow. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Sail safely and listen closely.